You don't need to raise your voice. You don't need to win every argument. And you definitely don't need to prove your worth to someone who already looks down on you. The more you react, the more control you hand over to them. They make one disrespectful comment, and you lose your temper for an hour. That's how they win. They don't have to be right. They only need you to lose your composure. Here's a hard truth. Most people aren't disrespected because they're weak. They're disrespected because they react the wrong way. They rush to argue, explain, and defend themselves, turning into people who beg for respect. Sounds humiliating, doesn't it? Yet countless people do it every day. Then wonder why others keep looking down on them. Stoicism teaches a cold but powerful lesson. You can't control what comes out of other people's mouths, but you can control your response. Seneca said that remaining calm in the face of injustice is a sign of true strength. Epictetus taught that what hurts us is not the event itself, but the judgment we place on it, and Marcus Aurelius put it simply, the best revenge is not to become like the person who wronged you. In this video, I'll share 5 stoic attitudes that can disarm anyone who disrespects you. No shouting, no direct confrontation, no dramatic performances, just self-mastery, knowing when to stop, how to stay calm, where to be indifferent, how to win through silence, and how to face your own weaknesses honestly. Once you master these 5 attitudes, other people will no longer have buttons they can press to control your emotions. If you're tired of being disrespected, keep watching. This time, we're playing with character, not with anger. Attitude 1. Don't react immediately, the conscious pause. When someone disrespects you, they're usually not looking for the truth. They're looking for a reaction. They want you to lose your temper. They want you to react instantly and turn yourself into the one who looks out of control. The angrier you get, the more satisfaction they gain. And the moment you start yelling, swearing, or sending a long emotional message, you've placed your dignity right on the table for them to tear apart. Stoicism teaches the importance of the space between stimulus and response. In that space lies your freedom. Without it, you're just a puppet. One sarcastic comment pulls your strings. One contemptuous look controls your mood. Sounds humiliating, doesn't it? Yet many people live that way every day. The practice is surprisingly simple. Pause for 3 seconds. Take a breath. Look at the situation clearly and ask yourself, they're trying to drag me into the mud. Am I going to jump in? This isn't silence born from weakness. It's silence born from control. You choose when to respond, how to respond, and whether the situation deserves a response at all. You are not reacting automatically. You are making a decision, and here's the part that frustrates the other person the most. When you stay calm, they lose momentum. Their entire strategy depends on provoking an emotional explosion. If you don't explode, they have nowhere to go. Your composure exposes their intentions. Your pause throws them off balance. The next time you face disrespect, don't rush into an argument. Pause. Breathe. Observe. Then respond with a few calm, firm words without emotion, without drama. The person who controls their reactions controls the direction of their life. The person who reacts instantly gives that control away. And the truth is simple. Self-control is strength. Impulsive reactions are weakness. Attitude 2. Use calmness as a weapon. Serenity as a weapon. If you want to disarm someone who disrespects you, Don't make the mistake of playing by their rules. And what are their rules? Chaos. They use sarcasm, contempt, and provoking remarks to pull you into an emotional fight. The moment you raise your voice, you've stepped right into their trap. The more emotional you become, the easier it is for them to say, "See there the problem. You think you're defending yourself, but you're actually helping them build a case against you." Stoicism teaches a simple truth. The person with real power is the one who can keep a steady heartbeat while someone else is trying to drive them insane. Calmness is not weakness. Calmness is control. It's standing in the middle of the storm while still holding the wheel. Instead of matching their energy, slow down. Lower your voice. Relax your face. Look them in the eye. No shouting. No verbal sparring. No need to prove anything. Sometimes a single calm sentence is enough. "I understand your point. Do you want to solve the problem? Or do you want to keep creating one?" That's often all it takes. A response like that removes the fuel from the fire. The other person suddenly has nowhere to escalate. Their strategy depends on your emotional reaction. Without it, they're left standing alone with their own behavior. Attitude 3. Practice stoic indifference. Not every act of disrespect deserves a response. And here's the uncomfortable truth many times. You're not reacting to defend your dignity. You're reacting because your ego got hurt. You want to win. You want to prove yourself. You want the other person to admit they're wrong and show you respect. But the harder you try to explain yourself, the more you become controlled by the very person you're fighting against. Someone throws a sarcastic comment your way, and you spend half the day thinking about it. So who's really losing in that situation? Stoicism calls this stoic indifference, the practice of selective indifference. It doesn't mean becoming cold, emotionless, or detached from life. It means becoming wise enough to ask a simple question whenever someone attacks you. Does this actually affect my character and my goals? Or does it only hurt my feelings? If it only wounds your ego, let it go. Not because you're afraid, because it's not worth your time. Develop a mental filter. Is there any truth in what they're saying? Will this help me become a better person? Is this worth my time and energy? If the answer is no, move on. Don't send a long reply. Don't fire back with sarcasm. Don't keep replaying the conversation in your head. Stay focused on your work. Stay focused on your mission. Because the moment you stop giving them a stage, the performance ends. People who thrive on disrespect survive on reactions. When you remove the reaction, you remove their power. Never forget this. Your peace of mind is valuable. Don't trade it away for a few minutes of pointless conflict with someone who adds nothing to your life. Knowing when to ignore something is not weakness. It's power. And the person who masters that power can no longer be controlled by the opinions of others. Attitude 4. Be silent and excel. Show excellence in silence when you're being disrespected. One of the worst mistakes you can make is trying to prove yourself with words. The more you explain, the more you look like someone seeking approval. And the truth is, the world rarely respects people who constantly ask to be respected. Someone who looks down on you won't suddenly change their mind because you delivered a brilliant argument. They change when they can no longer ignore your results. Stoicism teaches a simple principle. Philosophy is not something you talk about, it's something you live. That's why attitude #4 is simple. Don't argue. Execute. Someone criticizes you. Fine. Someone underestimates you. Fine. Someone disrespects you. Even better. Keep working. Keep improving. Keep getting better every day. Become so good at what you do that people run out of material to criticize. You need to understand something. Words are cheap. Anyone can talk. Anyone can make promises. Anyone can claim they're capable. Results are different. Results are evidence. Results don't argue. Results don't defend themselves. They simply exist, and their existence speaks louder than any explanation ever could. When you consistently deliver quality work, meet deadlines, keep your promises, and exceed expectations, you don't have to demand respect. Respect arrives on its own. And that's the beauty of silent excellence. It destroys the entire game of disrespect. People who thrive on drama need your participation. They need your anger. They need your attention. They need you to fight back. But when you refuse to play the game and focus entirely on producing results, they lose their audience. Their insults become irrelevant. Their criticism loses weight. Their attempts to provoke you fall flat. Remember this. True class is never loud. Strong people don't spend their days arguing with everyone who doubts them. They build, they improve, they produce, and eventually, their results say everything that needs to be said. The strongest response to disrespect is not a better argument, it's a better life. Attitude 5. Seek self-knowledge before reacting. Listen carefully. Not everyone who disrespects you is powerful. Sometimes they're simply rude, immature, or careless. But the reason a comment keeps replaying in your mind, steals your sleep, or ruins your entire day often has less to do with them and more to do with you. Because if you are truly grounded, their words become background noise. But if a single remark instantly triggers anger, shame, or insecurity, then there's probably a button inside you that they accidentally pressed. Stoicism teaches that before looking outward, you should first look inward. The next time someone insults you and you feel the urge to explode, take a step back and ask yourself 3 simple but powerful questions. 1. What am I actually feeling? Am I angry, embarrassed, afraid, humiliated, disrespected? 2. Where is this feeling coming from? Is it really about this moment? Or is it connected to an old memory being rejected, criticized, ignored, or made to feel unworthy? 3. What does this reaction reveal about me? Am I lacking confidence, craving validation, afraid of being judged, afraid of being abandoned? These questions can be uncomfortable, but they reveal something important. Many moments of disrespect are only the trigger. The real source of the reaction is an old insecurity that already existed beneath the surface. Once you understand the root, everything changes. You become able to separate useful feedback from meaningless attacks. Constructive criticism becomes something you can use to improve. Petty insults become something you can discard without a second thought. Self-knowledge is invisible armor. When you truly know who you are, nobody can define you with a sarcastic comment, a dismissive look, or a careless opinion. You stop reacting like a wounded child whose ego has been touched. You respond like an adult who is firmly holding the steering wheel. And the person holding the wheel never allows someone else to drive their emotions. The greatest freedom is not controlling other people. It's understanding yourself so deeply that other people's opinions no longer control you. Conclusion. Do you see it now? The person who disrespects you isn't the real threat. The real danger is losing control of yourself, The moment they say something provocative, they mock you, and you get angry. They provoke you, and you rush into an argument. They insult you, and you spend the rest of the day replaying it in your head. And just like that, you've handed them power over your emotions, because the truth is simple. People who are truly strong don't need to fight for respect every time someone challenges them. They don't need to shout, prove themselves, or win every battle. Their strength comes from self-control. And now you have 5 Stoic tools to help you protect that control. First, pause before reacting. Second, use calmness as a weapon. Third, practice selective indifference so you don't waste your energy on things that don't matter. Fourth, let excellence speak louder than arguments. And fifth, know yourself well enough that no one can push your emotional buttons anymore. Tomorrow, someone will probably test you. It may be a sarcastic remark, a dismissive look, a rude email, a disrespectful comment, a person trying to get under your skin. But now you know something they don't. You don't have to play by their rules. You don't win through louder words. You win through composure. You don't need to humiliate them. You simply maintain your standards. And when you maintain your standards, one of 2 things happens. Either they begin to respect you, or they reveal their own character for everyone to see. Remember this, your peace of mind is not public property. It is not something other people get to step on whenever they feel like it. You are not here to beg others to treat you with respect. You are here to become someone who cannot be dragged down by the behavior of others. So let me ask you, out of these 5 attitudes, which one is your weakest? Comment with just one number below. And if this video spoke to you, share it with someone who is tired of being disrespected and is ready to stand tall without losing their peace.